What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid coming at you with another Destiny video. It's not often that we get to spotlight the Titan on this channel, but today it's all about you. We're unveiling a brand new build, the Infinite Orb build for the Titan. But KSigKid, I've been using this build forever on my Titan, and I've been doing it since year 1, KSigKid, so I don't think this is new. Well, you couldn't have been using this exact build in year 1 because there's something that changed from year 1 until now, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. As far as what you need to pick for your jump, your grenade, your super, all of that is up to you. Better control is probably the best option for this because we are going to want to move around the map. Blessing of Light, I just picked that because that's pretty standard option, though I want to show you why Blessing of Light will not generate the extra orbs, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. The one big thing is our melee. So for a melee, typically people might pick War Machine or Unbreakable, but we're not rocking that out. We're rocking out Gift of Light. Whenever Force Bearer is active, all your melee kills create Orbs of Light. All your melee kills, not just a chance, all of them. Then we're going to pick Relentless here to increase the strength and duration of the Force Bearer. So I was debating between Relentless and Gift of the Void for extra orb generation, but I think at the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and rock out Relentless. This is going to be all about generating the orbs with the melee kills. We're not going to worry about generating the orbs with our supers. This is all going to be about generating orbs from our melee and our heavy. So Iron Harvest gives your heavy weapons a chance to create Orbs of Light. Now this is only a chance, but it's actually a pretty solid chance. It feels like it's roughly around 33% of the time, 1 in 3 chance to go ahead and generate an orb. And I feel like that's actually solid enough to warrant a spot right here. So this is a general subclass build, but what's that one extra thing that I said that was new that you couldn't have done back in year 1? That is actually the new no backup plans. Not exactly new to right now, but new to the Taken King. Whenever you get a shotgun kill, your Force Bearer would trigger. And then, of course, your Force Bearer's duration is increased. So with this, as soon as you get a shotgun kill, you've got a Force Bearer. Then every single melee kill you get after that is going to generate an orb. And then Relentless is going to make that Force Bearer stronger, and it's going to last longer. It's roughly going to last the 25 seconds that it will take you to cool down your next melee override. So rock out full intellect and full strength right here. Every time you go ahead and get a shotgun kill, you should have a Force Barrier until your next shotgun kill that you need to get. It's going to be great, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be fun. And just in case you weren't really too sure about this, this is obviously a PVE build right here. So here's actually my very first testing. I needed to test it to see if it was actually something that was going to work. So this is actually my first time using it. And you can see I'm just rocking out. There I am, getting an orb every time I go ahead and punch somebody to death. It's a lot of fun. And right now you're going to see that my Force Bearer, it's going to run out roughly at the exact same time as my melee override comes back up. Boom, I go ahead and get my melee override, I get a new Force Bearer, and I can go back to punching things for orbs. It's that simple, that easy, and that much fun. This is definitely a fun build, and your teammates, if you're in a fire team, they're going to be like, how in the world are you generating so many orbs all the time? Your teammates are absolutely going to love you because they're going to be able to just constantly change super after super after super. It's going to be so good. Now I was talking about Blessing of Light. So Blessing of Light will not trigger this at all. Right here I ended up popping my Force Bearer and you can see that it is gone. I do not have a Force Barrier override up. So I'm going back into the Blessing of Light. I've got only Blessing of Light up right now, and whenever I go ahead and get a melee kill, you'll see that it is not triggering. So Blessing of Light will not make this build work. It has to be the Force Bearer, not Blessing of Light. So I just wanted to show you that testing right there so you didn't happen to pop a Blessing bubble and see that blue bar up there and wonder why you weren't generating orbs. You can't get orbs from your melee if you've got Blessing on. Only Force Barrier. And also, of course, you saw right there, whenever I went ahead and shot off the Gjallarhorn, I generated some orbs because we've got Iron Harvest. So Iron Harvest plus this, it's Orb City. But you're like, you know what, you were out on patrols, that's really not anything that you're going to be using. Well, this is actually me in the Heroic Strikes for the week. So it was the heroic strikes, we had some void burn on. That's a pretty good time to go ahead in and start punching things with a Titan. So you can see we're just in here and we're just generating orbs whenever we punch the enemies down. That was a major enemy that we punched to death and generated an orb of light. So it's definitely still working and still viable in the heroic strikes. I actually would have used this in the Nightfall this week, except for the fact that it was arc burn and it was just too good to pass up using a striker Titan. So otherwise I would have definitely put this on, and chances are whenever we do the Nightfall next week, I'm actually going to have this build on. Because ever since we got the strike scoring changes, I've been rocking out full auto shotguns. So I've been rocking out full auto shotguns, and this build pretty much runs around a shotgun, going ahead, getting a melee kill, and then just punching and generating orbs for your teammates. It just is perfect harmony. And again, you saw right there whenever I fired off my Gjallarhorn, I generated more orbs of light. Just look at the bar down there on the left hand side of the screen. It's just Orb City of me generating orbs, and this is all on a Defender Titan. Crazy. Again, more orbs generated from my Gjallarhorn shot. It's just too good, too much fun, and too funny to pass up. Of course, you're really not going to be using this in PvP. This is a PvE build. In PvP, if you could get this many melee kills with your Force Bearer up, you would be a PvP god for sure. But it's not like Titan melees are exactly the best things in the world, so I would strongly recommend using this thing in PvE only. If you're really brave, you can go ahead and try it in PvP. I just wouldn't expect that much success. Again, whenever you're fighting these low tier mobs, that's whenever you're really going to shine. It's just orb after orb after orb. You can see these blueberries coming and rushing in. They're like, he's generating orbs everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. And we can even go ahead and revive our teammate right here, pop a bubble, generate some orbs from our bubble. You're just an orb factory. Your teammates are going to love you. In fact, if you get any mail from using this, it's going to be love letters and fan mail, because people are going to think you're the greatest thing in the entire world, because all you are is about that teamwork. And one final time you're going to see right here, we jump up, shoot off that Gjallarhorn, Iron Harvest triggers, we generate 3 more orbs of light from our Gjallarhorn kill. It's too good. It is too good. But you're saying, you know what, you're on your Defender Titan. Are you really going to be viable and strong enough to just go ahead and compete and solo off this strike stuff? Well, look at this. What do you think about that? This was all on my Defender Titan, 97 kills, 53 medals, a ton of score. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think that's going to work. I think you're going to be strong enough to do it. So get on your Defender Titan, put on your new backup plans, rock out this subclass, and generate Orbs Guardians. You can do it. I promise you. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your Titan, and I'll see you around in Destiny. #Orbs for days.